Hello all, welcome to Tech Capture. So in this video, we are going to discuss about binary authorization in a GKE and we'll implement binary authorization in one of our GKE cluster. So first of all, I will see what is a binary authorization in just a 1 minute. So binary authorization is nothing but you can say a security feature in Google Cloud where only a signed or verified images, container images can be deployed to your GKE cluster. If your binary authorization is not enabled, then you can deploy any image in your GKE cluster. But we have binary authorization enabled, then only a signed images which one of your approver will sign, or you can sign your images, and only signed images can be deployed to your GKE cluster. Now that is a very simple explanation of a binary authorization, and it is one of the security features for production. It's always good practice to use binary authorization, so only approved or verified images will be deployed to your GKE cluster. Now there are few simple steps to implement a binary authorization. So first you have to enable binary authorization API, then you have to enable binary authorization for your GKE cluster. You can enable it while creating cluster, or you can enable it once cluster is created. So then you need to create policy and rule in binary authorization. Then we need to create one KMS key which will be used to attest or sign your image, and then we have to sign image and then we'll deploy it. So don't worry, we'll follow all these steps. So now I'll go to a cloud console. I'll quickly create a GKE cluster, and then we'll try to implement a binary authorization. So first we'll deploy image, container image without binary authorization also, and then we'll enable binary authorization, and we'll see how it will affect our cluster. So let's go to a cloud console now. So I am on my Google Cloud project, and this is brand new project. So purposefully I'm using a new project, so every time all these steps we have to perform, I can explain you in detail. So first I'll go to GKE cluster, where I might need to enable GKE API. So I'll do it quickly. Yes, because I'm using it for first time in this project, and this is completely new project. So I'll enable API. Okay, API is enabled. Let's quickly create a cluster. So I'll create a simple cluster here. I won't customize more options. Okay, I'll keep most of the setting as it is. Just I'll use to save quota limits. So in node, I'll keep the disk size as a 20 GB, else it will give me a quota error. Okay, and then I'll create it. I won't change anything. So it will take around 5 minutes to create my cluster. So meanwhile I'll pause my video. Okay, so the cluster is created now successfully, and let's open a cluster, and I'll verify binary authorization is disabled at the moment. So I'll just type a binary authorization, and here you could see it is disabled. Okay, now let's deploy one container image. So I have already pushed one container image to my container registry, so I'll show you that. So from container registry I will pull my web app image. So I have this image here, which is a simple Flask application. Okay, and I'll deploy this to my GKE cluster. So this will be a very simple web application service I am deploying. Okay, the deployment name I'll just give web app 1, and I won't do anything. I'll just continue, and yes, I'll definitely expose this service. So I'll just expose on 8080 port, and let's deploy this container image, and it should deploy without any issue because we don't have binary authorization enabled as of now on our GKE cluster. Okay, now this web app container image is deployed. Let's see if it is working or not. So we'll see on this IP, and you could see this is working. So hello, welcome to Tech Capture. This is my application. That's what the message I printed in my web application. So this container image deployed without any issue. Now let's go back to our cluster and try to enable binary authorization. Now we'll go to the step by step. So we'll go here. I'll try binary. So it will ask us to enable API. So I'll first enable binary authorization API. Okay, I'll enable it. So API is enabled now. Let's try to enable binary authorization now. Okay, so now this is giving option to enable it. So let's enable binary authorization and save changes. Now the cluster will update and it will take around 5 minutes again. So meanwhile I'll pause my video. So cluster updated successfully and binary authorization is now enabled. But even though if I try to deploy image, it won't affect anything because by default binary authorization policies allow to deploy all images, not only signed images. So we have to create policy where it will allow only a signed images. So how we'll do that? So go to binary authorization from security section. Okay, and here go to edit policy and I'll show you what is the default policy. So default rule currently is here allow all images. So we'll keep default rule as it is because we want to enable binary authorization only for our specific cluster. So what we'll do, we'll go here in custom rule, additional setting for GKE and enthos deployment, and here we'll create a specific rule. So rule type will create a GKE cluster, change it, and here we'll add a specific rule. So in specific rule we have to mention a cluster. So cluster location and cluster ID. So once I typed US, it automatically captured cluster 1. So I selected that cluster and require attestation. So it will only allow attested images. Now one thing important here, you have to add a tester. Okay, so it's nothing but we have to create one entity here. So I'll just click on create a tester. Okay, and here nothing else we have to create. I'll just give the name as admin. A tester name I'm just giving as admin, and we have to give a key. So instead of giving key here, we have to import from cloud KMS, but currently we don't have any key created in a cloud KMS. So what I will do, I'll go to my cloud KMS and create a key. So let's go to a key management. So let me open a new tab and I'll quickly create one key ring and one key. So here I'll go to key management. So I think we have to enable KMS API as well if it is not enabled before. Yes, it's not enabled, so we have to enable a KMS API as well for this project. So I'll enable this API. Okay, API is enabled, so let's quickly create a keyring. So keyring name I will just give as a POC keyring, and the region I'll keep as a global so we can use this keyring in any of the regions. So I'll create a keyring. So if you don't know about KMS, so just be sure whenever we are creating a key in KMS, we have to first create a keyring. Keyring is nothing but a bunch of key, and inside that only we can create a key. So I'll just give the key name as a binary auth here. I'll keep it default. So make sure while creating the key you have to create a signed key. So how? So here you have option asymmetric sign. So you have to select this option, not encrypt decrypt. We are using this key to sign images, so we'll use this asymmetric sign keys. Okay, and then I'll continue and create key. Once it is created, I'll go inside this key. I'll copy this key resource name. Okay, and I will use this key resource name here. Okay, let me go back and show you what we were doing. So where on this point here we type clicked on add attester, then this tab opened. So we given attester name as admin, and here we are importing key from cloud KMS. So let's submit this key. Done. Create. So we created attester. Once attester is created, we can add this attester and complete our policy. Okay, so admin attester is here now. Add one attester. So add, and now we can. So all these things we did just to create one specific rule for our single GKE cluster, which will allow only signed images. Okay, so just save policy. Now what will happen? Our cluster will allow only signed images. So this is a default rule that it will allow all images, and this is our GKE cluster specific rule for our cluster 1, which will allow only approved images from below attester. Now how to approve images? Now let me first show you what will happen if I try to deploy the same container image on my same cluster. So it should fail because now we have binary authorization enabled, and it should not allow to deploy unsigned images, and the deployment should fail. So let me deploy the same image which we deployed earlier. So I'll go to container registry. Here I have single image, and I will use the same image. Okay, I'll click on done, continue. So name I'll just now give as a web app 2, okay, or web app unsigned. Okay, and it should fail because we have binary authorization enabled, but we don't have this image as a signed. So let's wait for deployment to complete. Okay, and now you could see the web app unassigned deployment is failed. Why it is failed? You could see this deployment is denied by binary authorization cluster admission rule, and this will give the specific rule name, and this image not signed, no attestation found that were valid and signed by key trusted by the attester. So our deployment will fail whenever there is unsigned images we'll try to deploy. Okay, so now to make it working, we have to sign the image. Now we know this image, container image, is completely fine, it is tested, it is approved, so we can sign these images and just agree that we are okay to deploy this image in a production. So to sign the images, we have gcloud command. I have this command copied from a Google Cloud documentation, so you can refer this documentation, binary authorization, and you can copy this command and use. So let me open my cloud shell. Okay, let me open here. So I'll show you. Okay, so this is the command we have to attest our image. So let me meanwhile change the project name here. So my project name I'll update wherever required. So this is self-explanatory arguments you have to give. So this is the image URL or image complete name I have to give. So this I can found in error, or I can found it in my YAML file. So I'll copy this. Okay, and let me use this gcloud command to attest my image. So let's clear. Okay, and let me enter. we'll see if we get an error. Okay, currently it just came out without any success message or error message. So how we can validate if my image is signed successfully? So we have one command to check that also, that if our container image is signed successfully. So we have the second command where I can check the attestation. Okay, now what this command is doing, this command is checking if there is any attestation or sign on this image. So let me do that. If it is there, it will give the attestation details. Okay, so it is giving attestation details, it means it is attested or it is signed image, kind is attested. Okay, so this image is good to deploy now because we signed it. Now let's try to deploy this image. So earlier it gave an error here for the same image. Now we signed this image and we'll try to deploy this image again. I'll go to cluster, I'll open deploy, select, I'll select the same image, done, continue. I'll just give web app sign. So this is signed and approved image. I'll continue and I'll deploy. So it should deploy successfully without any error. Yes, and you could see it's successfully deployed. So in this way, we successfully enabled our binary authorization for our GKE cluster, and only signed images are allowed to deploy now. So that's it for this video. And if you have any question, let me know in comment section and I'll try to answer that. So thank you for watching this video.